It is crazy how much I can hear you now. I could hear you before, obviously, but this is wild. It's a whole new world. Also, I can hear how bad... I'm a really bad singer.
A whole new world, a place that's just for you and me.
You're pretty good.
I hear you going,
You kind of sound like you're doing like a emo Aladdin.
Waiting for
It's a whole new world. Like Newfound Glory.
I fucking hate this. A whole new world.
It's a whole new world.
Jasmine.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning. Every day they're pounding it. Bitcoin. I'm not fucking leaving. Surprise.
I do like that we can now do our, we could do the kind of...
This kind of thing? This just in. This just in.
No, I was thinking more of the like rap thing where you're like, I need more in the... Or
Oh,
like the
I need more
musician.
bass.
Yeah.
Bump up the bass.
Yeah.
We should just make it all... we should make these hearing things just full of bass.
We are trying, what are these called? In-ear monitors for the first time?
Yeah, in-ear monitors.
And we're feeling a little insane.
Yeah, because I can hear everything.
I can hear everything I'm saying.
I can hear every little movement of my shitty mouth.
And I'll tell you what, I feel bad. This is my first time experiencing being a listener. This is what they got.
This is what it's like. Yeah, but it sounds great. Listen to these smooth, buttery voices.
Oh yeah,
it's better than if we sounded like this. Or if we.
I think I kind of understand the whole thing about them saying I speak in lowercase now.
They say that you speak in lowercase?
Yeah, remember after the first episode we talked about it on the show?
Huh. Man, I gotta stop smoking weed, dude.
Jesus.
Dang.
Everyone wanted to know what movie we were watching.
Oh, Speederman. Speederman 3. Gotta go home.
Is it the third one?
Yeah, it's the third. It's the third one.
I don't think I saw the first two.
Oh, you don't need to. He won. He won.
I did lean over to you at one point and go, "Who's Mysterio?"
Mysterio was Jake German girl.
I know, but they kept talking about him in the beginning.
I did see a great thing. I whispered it to you in the theater, but Tobey Maguire is the only Spider-Man who has an actual. Someone called it a Russie, a wrist pussy. And they showed a little diagram of a little slit right there. Because that's what happened. He shoots it out of his actual body. And they kind of do a nod to it because they go, wait, you don't have a web slinger? And he goes, web slinger?
Yeah, they
comes out of his little
I feel like we're spoiling that
detail?
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
You know, if
it's
you
been
haven't
out for a while and it's not that good.
Yeah.
So
also, people who would care enough about spoilers will have already gone out to see it. Will have made an effort.
True.
Plus, I mean, if you're a human being living in the world, you've seen through meme osmosis that the other two Spider-Mans are in it and that they die.
Right. I felt bad for our theater. We were laughing a lot at the parts we weren't supposed to
we were
laugh at.
laughing a lot.
I'll tell you what, though.
What?
Tom Holland's another spoiler. He's shirtless at one point. He's got a great body. I did not expect.
Yeah, the dude is jacked.
It's insane.
It's those British genes.
I don't know about
It's
that.
all those beans they eat in the morning.
It's all
man.
the beans.
Yeah, beans and toast.
They should have had him shirtless more.
Yeah.
I'm pro. Did you see Dune?
Yes.
Okay, because
he's not in it.
No, but Timothy Chalamet takes his shirt off at one point.
And he's a little twig boy.
He looks sick a little bit.
Doesn't eat beans. He's got to eat beans and toast. Check the disclaimer in the box before we get before I forget. Gotta get that detail out there. Yeah, Timothy needs more beans.
But that's like, I've been seeing guys upset about Pete Davidson and Timothy Chalamet being like the hottest dudes in the world.
Oh, because they're twig boys? Who cares?
Well, Pete Davidson especially, he also looks a little unwell.
Emaciated would be the word I would use.
Yeah, but there's like a meme like, bro, you going to the gym at 6 a.m, Pete Davidson's the hottest dude on the planet.
He's sleeping till 10 then smoking a cigarette.
Right.
Maybe we've been going about this all
Keep
wrong.
going to the gym. You guys will be fine.
I think it just
Hold
goes
the
to
line.
show that women don't care about your body.
Or this is a fad. I lived through dad bod. Remember dad bod?
Yeah, I got one. I own one of those.
That was like not right after, but I had just gotten in really good shape.
You're still in good shape, buddy.
No, I know, but I had just been like, you know what? I got to cut the bullshit and start actually exercising.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I feel like I hit all my goals, and then all of a sudden they were like,
dad bod.
Everyone wants a dad bod now.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to be shitting me.
You are in good shape. At least you're not like me, shaped like a damn rhombus.
You're not.
A rhomboid or something. I don't even know what the hell a rhombus is.
You play it up, too. You like to pop that belly out.
I like to pop that belly out. But, hey, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Anna. Hey, Anna. Congratulations on your first credit card. I heard about this through Cam. Hey, Cam. Also, hi, Dolly. Dolly is a friend of mine. She's 2, and we watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit together, at least part of it.
Hi to all of our toddler audience out there.
Yeah, well, Dolly's out there. She's a fan. And then I wanted to also give a special shout out to Rob. Hey, Rob. We had a nice conversation over Twitter DM, and he informed me that he consolidated a good amount of his credit card debt because of this show. So that felt nice. Anyway, also, hey, while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and take your finger like this, or this finger, or any one of your fingers. If you don't have a finger, make a fist. I don't know what your situation is, but either way, what you're going to want to do is smash the like button.
Also, make sure to wipe it off before you do. I don't know where that finger's
Whoa,
been.
2 fingers there you just did? So smash that like button with clean fingers. Leave a comment, because we do read them. Hey, we also want to give a heads up that we're going to try, I think next week,
I don't even know what he's talking about.
We're going to try posting on Fridays.
Oh, right.
We're going to be dropping the show, because we record on Thursdays and then drop on Mondays, and sometimes, news can be a little bit stale over the weekend.
The cat's out of the bag. We don't actually wake up early and record on Mondays.
Yeah, but that would be sick, though, if we did.
It would be, but
we'd be Pete Davidson style, smoking cigarettes, rolling out of bed. And, hey, time to record the show.
That's Pete. I guess it was kind of.
Damn, Pete Davidson. Damn, me and my big lips gotta go record the show.
Close enough.
I think I'm gonna get a tattoo before I go to the show.
You guys both have dead dads.
That's true. Yeah, but his is way more dead
and
longer.
Way cooler.
Well, yeah, firemen are inherently more cool.
I mean, you get to be like.
To die on a national holiday like 9/11? That's pretty wild. He got lucky. My dad just died on like a regular ass Friday.
He got lucky?
Yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Some might call that luck. So, speaking of comments. Speaking of
luck.
Yeah, we had a lot of
We're pissed.
We're pissed off at you guys. We're about to engage in a little bit of healthy gaslighting because
I think we got gaslit.
Yeah, we got gaslit by you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and serve it back to y'all.
Last episode, we're trying to do a nice thing.
Yes.
We asked our audience who they would like to have on.
Yes.
We said this will be fun.
Yeah.
Overwhelmingly. They say Graham Stephan.
Yeah.
They won't stop. They're just, please get him on.
Yeah, Graham Stephan. And we wanted D's nuts, because that's what the number 2 was D's nuts.
I also wanted your mom.
Yeah, your mom would have been a great guest, but everybody was like, get the landlord. get the landlord on the show. We want this guy.
But so not only that, it wasn't hard. It wasn't easy to get him. This dude's got 3.5 million followers on YouTube. We pulled strings to make this happen.
Yeah, we paid him. We had to pay rent to get him on. we had to pay above market value to get it.
We had to pay the tax on all of his properties.
Yeah.
And then he comes on, and it's like they played a big damn joke on us.
Yeah, because then we're not going to alienate anyone. And
well, I thought he was their favorite guy.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
too.
be like, hey, who's your favorite guy? Let me have him on. And then we've been working on Speaking to the Dead. We've been trying to get Ben's dad, because that was also another guest they wanted.
That would be sick. I would be like, what is up? That's the first thing.
What's the first thing? Yo!
I would be like, hey, do you recognize me with my shitty mustache? Remember I couldn't grow one? Now I did. By the way, I have a mustache right now. Can you see it all the way over there?
Yeah, it's okay.
I was shaving the other day, and
Does it get fuller?
No, it doesn't. This is as far as it goes. But I was shaving all this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna gonna be fun. I'm gonna give myself a mustache.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's not very good, but
Ben, can I tell you what?
What?
We're all having fun over the mustache.
Thank you. Hey, who wants to go on mustache ride? I don't know what that means. It's kind of over my head. Huh. It sounds naughty, but anyway, our point is it's your fault. It's not our fault.
Our point is, we're done asking you what you want. We're just doing what we want.
That too.
I think we are. Yeah. I think we might have just been the butt of an internet joke.
Yeah, maybe it was all. Yeah, maybe it was all a joke. I don't know. I mean,
well, look, the top 2 were jokes, right? These nuts and your mom were a joke.
Yeah.
So maybe the top 3rd one was a joke too. Who can tell what these crazy teens?
Crazy teens. Our audience is older than that, I think.
I think it ranges.
Yeah, it probably does.
But I think the ones like spamming our inbox might be teenagers.
Man, this is going to be a hell of a transition from this to the getting
right
into the serious
before we get into everything, we wanted to... Yeah, a lot happened over the break.
Yeah, you got Omicron.
I wanted to talk about the student debt crisis before... Yes. I was working on getting someone on who could talk to us about what's going to happen because originally the student loan repayments were supposed to start back up again on February 1st.
Right.
So we were working on getting someone in January, and...
So I'm going to actually, since I know very little about student loans, since I went to a state school in state, it was already relatively inexpensive and my grandma paid for it because I'm a good boy.
Right, but so
I don't have student loans, so I know fuck all about them. I mean, I know that you get money. So let's start from the beginning.
No. Let's
okay.
not.
No, okay. You guide.
I was talking.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So, the good news is, while we were on break, because we recorded a few, and then we went to go see our families and stuff. While we were on break, Joe Biden kicked the can down the road a little bit. He said, I think it's a 90-day extension, May 1st, now the repayment will start. So the good news is people are still getting relief. They don't have to pay their loans right now, and the interest is paused. The bad news is he still hasn't canceled them. He should cancel the debt.
Which is something he said he would do as a campaign promise?
He said he would cancel up to $10,000.
Per person.
Which I don't think would even be that helpful. I think the average amount is over $30,000. It's like $35,000 is the average amount people are holding. I think, there are a lot of people with a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think 10,000 will do that much, especially because these interest rates are so high.
How high are the interest rates?
It depends, but I think the standard is like 6% or something like that.
Jesus.
And if you, some people are locked into private loans that are way higher, 9%, 10%. You can find, I'm sure people will write in with horror stories, and private loans are a mess.
Yeah. And the problem, just so I understand, the problem that most people face is making, much like a credit card, because that's the way that I would understand it, making the minimum payment is only enough to basically tread water, and even then, you're probably still getting fucked by interest.
Yeah, a lot of your monthly payments are just going to interest.
Right.
You write in if you want. I'm sure people in our audience are dealing with it. It's like 45 million Americans, and people have stories about what their original loans were, how much they've paid already, and how the principal is now even bigger.
I've seen those.
So it's horrible to get out of. But the reason I wanted to talk about it was because when they pushed the date back, I was like, all right, well, we'll wait. We don't have to have the student loan person on now.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, Stamps. You know, in this year's resolutions for me, I don't know about you guys, but I want to go places. I want to do some things. I'm tired of this COVID thing, and I'm tired of it taking control. So I'm taking control back. And if you like taking control back, if you're a small business owner, you're busy enough as it is. You don't have time to deal with the hassle of going to the post office. I like doing that because I like tasks. But with Stamps.com, maybe I should check this out. You can actually skip the trip and never waste another dollar or minute. Stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer. Wow! so you can spend less time at the post office and more time running your business.
The holidays are usually a mess for me. Right?
Yeah, you got to go to the post office,
Always.
get stamps to mail out all the stuff.
And then I'm out of stamps. Not this year. Because we got stamps.com.
Yeah.
And I got all the stamps I need. You're a hero, too, around the house.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Everyone's like, does anyone have a stamp? Because no one has stamps.
Yeah.
You do.
Beep, boop, beep. Done.
Be a hero. Use Stamps.com. Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. And get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS.
Whether you're an office sending invoices, a side hustle Etsy shop, or a full-blown warehouse shipping out orders, Stamps.com will make your life easier. All you need is a computer and standard printer. No special supplies or equipment. That's right, you're up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send.
Save time and money this year with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code TRILL for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale.
Wow.
Holy, you get a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code TRILL. But then I started, going on the internet, and it's just all of these, creeps are just pushing out the propaganda on how we cannot have Joe Biden cancel student debt, how it's going to be horrible, how it's the worst thing you do, how he doesn't even have the authority to do it. Right. And so I just wanted to get in front. So Larry Summers, our favorite guy, he released this whole tweet thread about how it's the worst idea. Matthew Iglesias, he used to be, I think when there was less of a chance of it happening, he.
Who's Matty Iglesias?
He used to work for
those who don't
Vox.
know.
Now he's this big, he's got a Substack like everyone else. He makes tons of money and he just gets paid to write like horrible takes. But now he just put out an article about how it's actually, he's changed his mind. It's a bad idea to cancel debt. And
interesting. So he was for it before, and now he's against it.
Yeah.
Matty, my man.
And that's the thing. One of his big reasons is like, well, now the economy's too good to cancel the debt. But, and then I wanted to look at this one article from Forbes, because Forbes like pumps out a fucking student loan article every fucking day. And this guy, Zach Friedman, I think he does all of them. Our producer like pointed out that it's all the same guy. It's this guy, Zach Friedman. He went to Harvard.
Best-selling author of The Lemonade Life.
He got his MBA at Wharton. He says Biden hasn't canceled student loans, but that doesn't make him the bad guy. This is his latest piece on student loans. And so this is the kind of stuff they're putting out. Also, you would think fucking Joe Biden wrote this article.
Also, just look at that photo of Joe Biden. I think the man is just 1 foot in the grave. Jesus Christ.
So do one good thing before you go, Joe.
Well, my dog had a student loan. And he sorry, I'm not going to do a Biden bit. Go ahead.
No, but so I wanted to just he puts together these articles. If he can start, and I just want to go through some of the things he's talking about. So he gives a little brief explanation of student loans here. But if you scroll down, his first reason is that Biden has canceled more student loans than any other president.
Really?
It's true. He's canceled billions of dollars of student loan debt.
12.7 billion.
But that's a drop in the bucket to the one, like there's a chart somewhere I have. It's this fucking minuscule amount. Also to like that little red is the amount of student loans.
It's a pie graph and it's literally like a joke amount of a slice.
So also I would say cancel more. What do I give a fuck if he's canceled more than any other president? That's a pretty low bar.
Less than 1% of all student loan debt he canceled. I wonder why he canceled that. Like, who were the people that met the criteria?
So that was for different things. I think the big one was people with disabilities who can't work.
Okay.
Which, and that gives you a fucking idea of how fucked up this is. Like, you had people who literally couldn't work being hounded by student loan collectors. Trump used it too. I think he did it for veterans. And one of them did it for for-profit colleges that were defrauding people. So yeah, first point, who gives a shit? Cancel more. This other one, Congress can pass a law on student loan cancellation. That's why Joe Biden's not the bad guy.
Yeah, he says Congress, not the president, has the power to make laws. Well, duh. Yeah, we know that.
But so
This
I don't
includes
understand
loans,
this.
yeah.
Congress has the power to do a lot of things, and they don't fucking do it. Congress could have passed Build Back Better. Congress can pass, free higher education. Congress could pass Medicare for all, but they don't. They don't do any of these things. So Joe Biden is the bad guy. I mean, he's...
So what is, you mentioned Larry Summers. Who's Larry Summers? What's his thing? You put Larry Summers being an asshole. What did Larry Summers do? No, this is the same.
No, I know. This is the big one because he's got one more after this, but no, Biden doesn't have the executive authority to cancel all student loans. Okay. The thing is, he does. All right, the reason everyone's screaming at him to do it is because there's a thing called the Compromise and Settlements Clause in the Higher Education Act of 1965. And that allows the Department of Education to make decisions on pausing loans, forgiving loans, doing all these things. Mm-hmm. And it was actually figured out by, I think it was a nonprofit who wrote a legal memo about the president's power to do this.
Are these, does that only pertain to laws that are given by the federal government? It doesn't include like private loans.
Yeah, private loans would be excluded from all this.
Right.
But I think 95% of student loans are publicly held federal loans.
Huh. That's a lot. 95%. That's almost 100.
That's almost 100.
Sorry, that 5%. You fucked up by getting a private loan.
The thing that pisses me off in this, he just says that it's not popular legal opinion. He doesn't even have a good reason for it. And I don't know if you remember, everyone was giving him shit everyone was yelling at Joe Biden and Jen Psaki because they said they were going to put together a memo on whether Joe Biden had this authority to do it.
Right.
Now, I pulled up the memo because they finally released it because it had been months and months. And can we find the memo real quick? It's quite funny to look at. They kept going, where's the memo? Someone was, in all these press conferences, someone was asking Jen Psaki, where's the memo? Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, they're still working on it. And so I think another organization FOIA'd them to get them to release it. And if you scroll down, you could see they finally released the memo and they just redacted the whole thing.
You fucking kid. I thought that this was like, it wasn't loading.
No,
wait,
that's what they released. There's the memo on Joe Biden's authority to cancel student loans.
Why is it all redacted?
Because I would imagine that under that redaction, it says that Joe Biden indeed does have the authority to cancel student debt.
Jesus Christ.
And the best part is he's saying
6 pages long and it's all redacted.
Right, it's 6 pages long, it's all redacted. And the best part is this guy in his own fucking article is saying that Joe Biden doesn't have the authority to do this.
Right.
But he said Joe Biden does not have the authority to cancel student debt, right? But if you scroll up a little bit to his first fucking point, what does it say? Joe Biden has canceled more student loans than any other president. So if he doesn't have the fucking authority to do it,
how did he do it? How did he do that? What's this guy's name? again?
Zach Friedman.
Zach, you piece of shit. You dumb. Oh, best-selling author, The Lemonade Life. This is his little byline. I write and speak about leadership and greatness. Blow me.
What did this guy fucking major in at Harvard? Being an idiot?
Ass kissing. Ass kissing and suckling.
So I feel crazy. That's why I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit because it's making me feel fucking insane reading this shit.
Yeah.
In the article where he says he doesn't have the authority, he says that he's already used it. And it's the same authority he's using to pause it.
Yeah. That's insane. I didn't know that.
There's one more point. He says that it's like, it's that student loan borrowers are a small percentage of the population. He says that it's only 20% of adult Americans have student loans, which I don't quite understand what he's getting at there. Just because it doesn't affect the majority of Americans, we shouldn't do anything. I mean,
it's $1.7 trillion.
Right. And it's millions of people. I mean, does he think that, just because not that many people have diabetes, we shouldn't work to lower the prices of insulin for people? I don't really understand. No, so I've been going crazy for the past, ever since he pushed the date back, I've been going crazy. But yeah, and also there are some people who do argue that this is not a progressive thing to do. It's regressive because you're helping, they're like, oh, you're just going to give a gift to doctors and lawyers, which is not the case at all. Even if it was the case, like leave doctors out of it. I think they had a hard enough 2 years. Like I don't think we need. I think we can let.
Oh, sure, because of the whole pandemic thing, right?
Sure. Don't forgive the debt of lawyers, and I say that as one. They all deserve to burn. But no.
I mean,
no. But the truth is that's it's a bad argument. A lot of people don't know this. 40% of people who hold student debt right now don't even have a degree. They don't earn one.
So they
start
took
out
college
loans to start college, don't
and then
finish, right? And so they don't even have a degree to show for it.
Interesting.
A lot of this is there's a lot of parents, and look at this, millions of student loan borrowers don't have a diploma to show for their debt.
Interesting.
Brutal.
What was the Larry Summers thing? You touched on Larry Summers being an asshole.
He did this long thread about how it's judged purely in terms of economic impacts. The administration's decision to extend student loan moratorium is highly problematic.
Ugh. At a time when unemployment is, this is a Twitter thread. At a time when unemployment is unusually low and household balance sheets are very strong for all income quintiles, I could barely read that. There is no special case for across-the-board relief now, unlike when it was put in place 2 years ago.
It's a really long thread.
Yeah, okay. So what's his point?
His point is that the economy is strong now, and to advocate for this is actually a bad idea. He's always talking about how giving any kind of gift to low-income people or people who need help is going to overheat the economy. So it'd be great if we could. So that's his whole thing. Judge purely in terms of economic impacts. I'd love to help him. Meanwhile, this guy, he used to be the dean of Harvard.
Oh, okay.
And he also took out interest-free loans for his kids to go to school, even though he surely could have paid for them.
God, these fucking people, man. Okay, so there was when we were going over the outline for today's show, you were educating me on a lot, but one of the big things that I found interesting. Wait, first of all, is there anything that you want to?
Oh well, the only thing. So I just hate the arguments that people are making too. Especially we talked about it being regressive. That's just a bad argument. Like anyone who could have paid for their school. These are not rich people. There's this weird argument that you're giving a gift to these rich people to get out of their loans for free. It's just not the case. And then there's also this argument that people are lazy and they're stupid and they didn't, they should have known what they were doing when they were getting into these loans. And the thing we were talking about is I think it's horrible because this is a policy failure of decades of just an awful way to extend higher education to more Americans.
Right, because to go on what I was saying, one of the things that I didn't know is just a few decades ago, high school education was not something that was readily available for all Americans.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think when I graduated high school, I just figured everyone went to high school, and I remember my grandmother told me that she was the first one in her family to graduate from high school, and I was like, what are you talking about? She had like 9 brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look into it, in the early 19th century, no one was going to high school. Not no one, but there was a push to expand high school towards people. And I mean, look, this was a problematic way of doing it too. We all know about the inequity among education in this country at the lower level too, but they decided to fund it through property taxes.
Mm-hmm. So it stands to reason that the higher income neighborhoods are going to have more property taxes to afford better facilities, et cetera.
Right. And there's a whole host of problems there, but you also don't have people leaving high school in debt. We thought it was a valuable thing to do to give people a high school education, so we started doing it
for free.
Yeah. And as we started to value higher education more, we had to figure out a way to get Americans enrolled in college more. And with the Higher Education Act, we made it so that banks could give out federally secured student loans to people.
Mm-hmm.
So they were the middleman. Banks would give out the loans. They were backed by the federal government. They were guaranteed.
And colleges took advantage of that, right?
Well, there are a lot of reasons why the price of college has ballooned. But I think one of them for sure, and other people have said that I think there's something called the Bennett theory. I think it's the Bennett hypothesis. I think it was like Reagan's, who was it? Oh yeah, Reagan's education secretary talking about how I think he was doing it in a bad faith way, saying that we need to cut off financial aid to people because what's happening is colleges are realizing that they're going to get their money no matter what, right? This tuition is guaranteed by the federal government. So if we raise it, people are still going to be able to get those loans and we're still going to get paid.
I mean, it makes sense.
Right. But I don't think that's a reason not to offer financial aid. I think we need to figure out.
Stop the college. Put a cap on how much fucking tuition you can charge.
So we're not just getting gouged by these institutions.
Yeah.
There's no more middleman, really. You have these loan services, but I think in 2010, Obama basically bought up all those loans. That's why 95% of them are now just federally held. And all those loans come directly from the Department of Education now.
Okay.
Where you're not going through a bank or a middleman. But you do kind of have a middleman because there's Navient and Great Lakes and all of these Fed loan servicing, all these horrible companies that call you and tell you got to pay.
Jesus. I didn't even know the names of any of these things.
Oh,
wait,
it's
so
a horrible
why
mess.
did the Obama administration buy up all these student loans? And so they bought the Obama administration bought them from private like banks and whatnot?
Yeah. So the loans weren't actually held by the federal government. And now they are. And so, I mean, there was a whole host of reasons to do it. So they could offer more programs. It was an effort to give people relief without canceling the debt. So now these are all held by the federal government. You can offer these programs. Like one of the big ones everyone talks about is the income-based repayment plan. Mm-hmm. There's also the public service loan forgiveness. If you work at a nonprofit or something like that for a certain amount of time, you can get your loans forgiven. So all these new programs were instituted to help people. The problem was they've been a mess for people. The servicers still ran all this stuff. The servicers cost a lot of people money. They were offering things like, rather than if you called them and told them you were having trouble with payments, a lot of times they were not getting people into income-based repayment plans, which if you make below a certain amount, you'll often have $0 to pay. And that will still count towards, because I think it's after 20 or 25 years, your loan is forgiven. And so instead of getting people into those programs, they were getting, and it helps with interest, they were getting people into deferments. They were going, oh, you can't pay? Defer it. Mm-hmm. You won't be paying, but your interest rates are still hitting. You're like accruing. The principal is going up, and those are not going towards forgiveness.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
not only that, but correct me if I'm wrong here. If you were to file for bankruptcy, personal bankruptcy, student loans do not get.
That is true.
That's insane. So if you're $200,000 in credit card debt and you file for bankruptcy, I mean, I'm really, really oversimplifying here, but that gets not forgiven, but that gets sort of eradicated. But if you have $50,000 in student loan debt, that just stays on the books.
That's right. And that's because federal loans are so tricky, right? They do a lot of things that other creditors can't do. It's very easy for them to garnish wages. I don't even think they have to sue you. They can just start garnishing your wages if you don't pay. They can take money out of your tax returns. They can,
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
They can reach.
But the worst thing about the bankruptcy is, so private loans are a bitch. Federal loans there are a lot of programs available now for some kind of relief. Private loans, there are some extremely predatory, it goes state by state, there are some extremely predatory private loans out there. And you used to be able to discharge private student loan debt. And you know who was part of the move to not allow that anymore?
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Ah, I guess you're right.
The senator from MBNA.
Wow. Who would have thought that in America they care more about businesses?
So you can no longer discharge private student loan debt.
Thanks a lot, Joe Biden. Paying freaking $18,000 a gallon for gas, and now this. Now I learned this.
Yeah, and so I mean, we were talking about how much this is ballooning, and I think I get so frustrated. You have a lot of older people who don't understand it too, right? I think because the price of college was so different.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, we had this article. The price of college is increasing 8 times faster than wages right now.
Jesus Christ.
This is from Forbes. It's fucking insane. But you have, boomers who have no idea, and they're going, well, I don't understand what you guys are so pissed about. I flipped burgers over the summer. I paid for my college. Yeah, I'm sure you fucking did.
Yeah, well, back when tuition cost $200 a semester.
Student loans make up the largest chunk of U.S. non-housing debt.
You got student loan, credit card, and auto loan debt. Interesting. I mean, to again go back on on what you said about like high school education. It's interesting and frustrating because way back in the day, America kind of collectively, well, not collectively, but the government decided, okay, high school education is important and it should be kind of a standardized thing that's available to all Americans. And then when higher education became a thing, college, they didn't just do the same thing, but most other countries did. Like in Europe, they're just they kind of said, hey, higher education is something that we value as a society, and so let's make it readily available and accessible and affordable because it doesn't even cost them money over there, right?
Yeah, but we were like, how can we get these motherfuckers?
How can we make some
paying high interest loans?
Yeah, we gotta make some money off of this, and it's just it's one of so many things that makes them.
I think a big push came from, I think it was a Cold War thing. I think Ike wanted to push for, I think in the wake of Sputnik, wanted to push for people
to go to college. We got to compete with those Ruskies.
Because I think the first program was in like 1958, but I think it was a big push on STEM stuff, like science, math.
And now look at us. Now we got we're just an attention-focused economy, shopping economy. We don't manufacture shit. I mean, we do, but we're mainly just a consumption-based, entertainment-based economy. That's what we got. That's what we manufacture, and we're damn good at it. We are. Oh man, there's so many things to be frustrated about.
I wanted to get. I wanted to do a bigger thing on this, on where like the future of this is going to go. Like there's a lot of time between now and May 1st, and I'm very curious what's going to happen.
People are going to pay off their loans, man.
Yeah,
they're going to be responsible and pay them off.
But this is, it's been driving me crazy. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode,
NetSuite.
This is it, the putt to win the tournament. If you sink it, the championship is yours, but on your backswing, your hat falls over your eyes. Is this how you're running your business? Poor visibility because you're still relying on spreadsheets and outdated finance software, you goof? To see the full picture, you need to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle.
You know, I hear a lot of things about NetSuite day in and day out, from business owners and just regular people. And the one thing that I hear the most is it really brings your business together. Because, you know, like here at TMG Studios, there's a lot of moving parts. And something's gotta be the glue, right? That's NetSuite, baby. Really exemplifies the trillionaire mindset, if you ask me. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system to power your growth. With visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, planning, budgeting, and more, NetSuite is everything you need to grow, all in one place.
With NetSuite, you can automate your processes.
Good job.
And close your books in no time while staying well ahead of your competition. 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control after upgrading to NetSuite.
Over 28,000 businesses already use NetSuite. So what are you waiting for? For the new year, NetSuite has a new financing program for those ready to upgrade at netsuite.com/trill. Head to netsuite.com/trill for this special one-of-a-kind financing offer on the #1 financial system for growing businesses. netsuite.com/trill.
I mean, and this could help a lot of people. People who never thought they could afford homes could start trying to do that. I mean, a lot of people are in default, just having their credit scores fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
People would start paying off credit card debt. People can use this money, because the average payment is like $400 a month. People could use this money to get childcare, to get back into work. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
I mean, okay, so there's two things. What is this? There's this first Twitter link, this Dave New World. Oh yeah, this is just.
I didn't put this in here.
I did, but I don't think it's. There's this other thing. Okay, so this paragraph, I wanted to read this because it's pertinent to this conversation.
Read to me, Ben.
This is such a great. It's an excerpt from an article whose name I won't even say because I think just the mention of the word would upset too many people because Naturally, that's just what people do. But
Is
this juicy, meaty paragraph really sums up the zeitgeist,
all right, give it
the
to me.
attitude of Americans, most Americans. Okay, excuse me. Americans are, of course, the most thoroughly and passively indoctrinated people on earth. They know next to nothing as a rule about their own history, or the histories of other nations, or the histories of the various social movements that have risen and fallen in the past, and they certainly know little or nothing of the complexities and contradictions comprised within words like socialism and capitalism. Chiefly, what they have been trained not to know or even suspect is that, in many ways, they enjoy far fewer freedoms and suffer under a more intrusive centralized state than do the citizens of countries with more vigorous social democratic institutions. This is at once the most comic and most tragic aspect of the excitable alarm that talk of social democracy or democratic socialism can elicit on these shores. An enormous number of Americans have been persuaded to believe that they are freer in the abstract than, say, Germans or Danes, precisely because they possess far fewer freedoms in the concrete. They are far more vulnerable to medical and financial crisis, far more likely to receive inadequate health coverage, far more prone to irreparable insolvency, far more unprotected against predatory creditors, sound familiar? Far more subject to income inequality and so forth, while effectively paying more in tax when one figures in federal, state, local, and sales tax, and then compounds those by all the expenditures that in this country, as almost nowhere else, their taxes do not cover. One might think that a people who once rebelled against the mightiest empire on earth on the principle of no taxation without representation would not meekly accept taxation without adequate government services. But we accept what we have become used to, I suppose. Even so, one has to ask, what state apparatus in the free world could be more powerful and tyrannical than the one that taxes its citizens while providing no substantial civic benefits in return, solely in order to enrich a piratically overinflated military-industrial complex and to ease the tax burdens of the immensely wealthy?
Holy
Boy,
shit.
fucking howdy, does
All
that
right, but
not
I do
sum
have
it
to
up?
tell him where it's from. Okay, that is from Mein Kampf by Hitler, but look, when a good point is made, you gotta.
It's such a great point.
It's not from
Mein Kampf.
It's not. It's
It's
not
from
by
his.
Hitler.
It's from his follow-up hit, Mein Kampf 2.
The Kampfening.
No, but really, it is from. Scrolling. It's from CommonwealthMagazine.org. 3 Cheers for Socialism is the name of the article.
I mean, you're preaching to the choir. I've never seen this article, but it's funny. He hits so many points here, but he's talking about, socialism, capitalism, people not even know the difference. There's a professor, Richard Wolff, he teaches at like Harvard and Yale, and he said it's stark, the difference when he teaches courses in Europe, and he can talk about difference between different types of, socialism, communism, Maoism, Leninism, all these different things, and, then he comes back to Ivy League schools in America, and he's like, "Oh, wow! I have to explain them to the difference between communism and socialism." And then, the way he talks about freedom, there's this great book called "The Nordic Theory of Everything," and it really,
damn, my boy reads.
Opened my eyes to this thing about, because everyone pushes this freedom in America. Well, you have the freedom to do all these things, but because the Nordic Theory of Everything, it's basically this woman, she moves, I think, from Finland to America, and she is shocked at how different life is. And she said, the real freedom was having these support systems in place to do the things you want.
Sure. In Finland.
In Finland.
Yeah.
The real freedom was, because freedom is not being, a person who maybe stays in a relationship because they know that if they leave, they'll lose out on healthcare benefits that they get through their spouse, or so they stay in an abusive relationship with with someone because they don't want to lose their health insurance or their kids. It's like psychotic the way we think we're so free because we have the freedom to not be able to afford to get sick.
Right. I think the freedom that gets tossed around so much is actually just super. Oh God, I'm really sucking at words today, but. Rugged individualism.
Oh yeah.
Of just like you've got to fend for yourself, and you've got to plant the seeds, sow the seeds, do the whole. You got to do it all yourself, and that's freedom. I mean, sure, you can. That is a form of freedom, that you are free to. You can make it for yourself, but it's also you
can also break it for yourself.
Yeah, you sure can. I mean, just what do you just the way the guy covers all the different ways in which we are taxed. We pay more than anybody in taxes, and we get so fucking little for it.
Oh, that's like, every social program we have.
That's what's mind blowing.
We spend more on healthcare. We spend more on fucking everything.
Well, because everything we view, everything the American apparatus views everything through a business lens and how to like make profit from it. Student loans, the healthcare system, like, you know, insulin costing however many pennies to manufacture, but then getting sold for hundreds of dollars, despite people needing it just to survive. You know, children.
You have people going over the Canadian border just to get insulin to come back.
We got to run for president, man.
Fuck that.
No, not fuck that. It is our duty. Dual presidents.
We'd get killed by the CIA.
I don't care. You got to die somehow. If I were to get, how do you imagine me getting assassinated by the CIA? Is it like poison? Is it a bullet? Picture me as president. Hey guys, it's me. I'm the president. What's going on? I think I'm gonna take a cruise through Dallas today. It's a nice day.
Honestly, one of their most famous assassinations. They might just try that again.
What, the JFK one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, they really shot
We
him.
should do an episode on I don't know if I want to out myself as a full-blown CIA killed the JFK truther.
They totally did.
Yeah.
They killed him. Because he wanted to like dismantle the CIA, right?
He wanted to dismantle the like rogue intelligence and defense state. They lost complete control of it. I mean, oh man, don't even get me started on the fucking
buddy. I'm not gonna.
Like, even Truman wrote a huge, long article about his regrets in
killing JFK.
No, because Truman established the CIA out of the OSS, and let's not get into the.
Wait, was Truman before JFK?
Yeah. Truman was after FDR.
Oh, yeah. Truman dropped the bomb.
Then Ike, and then JFK.
Yeah. Man, Ike. What a name. You don't get names like that anymore, do you?
His real name is Dwight.
Dwight? Oh, yeah, Dwight. But how do you get Ike from Dwight?
I don't know. How do you get fucking...
Dick from Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's true. We don't know what your name is short for. We're going to eventually get to more of your backstory.
Okay.
Anyway,
all right, we should move on.
Yeah, I gotta take a quick pee break. I'm so sorry.
Serious?
It's because I didn't eat anything this morning except for a little Lara bar or whatever.
We got to move off of student loans. I didn't mean to talk for that long about them. I'm just
it was great. It's fascinating. There's a lot to it.
There is, and I think we'll probably get back to it. There are some people I would love to get on to. Go deeper into our way out of this, but we'll get to that as time goes on.
The summary, I would say, is that student loans are bad. They're predatory. They are...
the horrible policy decisions have led
terrible.
us to,
not only the rapidly unchecked inflated costs of tuition, but just the fact that the college should be fucking free. We're the wealthiest...
Did you want to talk about...
wealthiest nation in the world. They want to talk about what? Theranos?
No.
FOMC? Yeah, I just want to touch on it briefly, I guess, because the market is having an adverse reaction to the Fed minutes, which means the details of the last Fed meeting. It comes out a month after. So this is the details of the meeting that they had in December 15th that just came out this week. Well, by the time you guys hear this, it'll be last week. And the stock market reacted negatively because a rise in interest rates to combat inflation, which is what the Fed is doing, and a reduction in their balance sheet is historically bad for growth stocks. And this market is mostly driven by growth stocks. So things are kind of getting a little shaky. What does that mean? I don't effing know.
Hold the line.
Yeah, who knows? Which is frustrating because, the market has gone up so fucking much. It's like, is it going to pull back? But the fact that everybody now thinks and is ready for it to pull back might mean that it won't, and it might just go sideways for the whole damn year. So Your guess is as good as mine. I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but that's what happened. And then
we did another thing that happened over the break.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say we did bad news. We did lose 2 absolute girl bosses going down. I did want to say just real quick, shout out to Ghislaine Maxwell and Elizabeth Holmes of Theranos. Be strong, girls. Do look out for my letters. I will be writing. No, we don't have to cover the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. She's going to jail. Do Bill Clinton next, I would say.
Him go to jail? He go to jail?
Well, he's always on that goddamn plane. I mean,
yeah. Well, maybe he had miles.
Yeah.
Maybe
he had Epstein miles.
He had Epstein miles.
Oh, you know the weirdest thing about, like the worst, actually not the worst thing. The worst thing about it.
There's a lot of worse things.
The worst thing was the child trafficking and the rape and everything. The weirdest thing is why did Epstein need to get massaged so much? Every time I hear
massages feel good, dude.
I know, but it's too fucking much. It's like
also, yeah, because you're getting it by like an inexperienced child.
Not only that, I can't imagine getting a massage that much.
Yeah. You'd be just a walking freaking noodle. Just, oh man, I'm so relaxed right now.
Lock up anyone who gets massages that much.
Yeah. I know a guy who would go get hand job massages.
Oh, I'm just talking about regular massages.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sharing.
You know a guy who would get
Yeah. Hey, there's a website for it. And he was like, you got to try one. And I was like, nah, that's not for me. That's not for me. I'll take a regular massage. Even then, I can't handle getting massages. I go, ooh, too much.
I've gotten one massage.
Just one?
And it was a gift. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's like $200 or $100.
Yeah.
$50.
I remember my friend.
It's like $20.
No.
You go on.
Nothing. I remember my friend told me he started dating someone and he was like, she gets a lot of massages, like one a week. And I was like, this person's spending like $800 a month on massages?
She budgets for it.
Lock her up.
Yeah. That's way too much.
What's wrong with...
At that point, just get a Theragun.
Seriously.
Yeah. Theragun, Theranos.
Theranos. We did want to talk about Theranos a little bit.
She going to jail. What? So
probably for not that long. So I think that's what pissed me off the most about it is like half the counts she wasn't found guilty of. And the weirdest one to me is she's found guilty of defrauding investors. That's the big one.
Yeah.
But she wasn't guilty of defrauding the patients.
Interesting.
Yeah. So she lied to the investors, and it just signals to me that, you know,
the technology works. They're just trying to big blood is trying to silence this new technology. So for those of you who don't know, Theranos was this private company spearheaded by this woman named Elizabeth Holmes, who claimed that her technology enabled you to do blood panels from a like
drops of blood,
just a few drops of blood versus a vial of blood. And she was the darling of venture capitalists everywhere because it was touted as like this breakthrough technology that was going to make them all billions of dollars. And at its peak, it was worth billions of dollars. The company was worth billions. And every venture capitalist and every fucking billionaire had a stake in this company. And then some whistleblower blew the whistle and revealed that it
doesn't work.
Yeah, it was all bullshit, it's fascinating. And it's kind of cool. Like, to me, she's kind of a little bit of a hero.
It's John Kerry, right? The whistleblower?
Who?
John Kerry? John Kerry?
I don't know his name.
Okay, keep going.
Nobody cares about him. Everybody cares about Elizabeth because she's a psycho.
She's
a total psycho. Google photos of this woman. She's a fucking nut. Because she like took a page out of Steve Jobs' book. She would wear
the black
turtleneck. She wouldn't blink. She would keep her eyes open. Yeah. Oh boy.
And she also did this weird thing with her voice.
She lowered her voice.
People thought she was lowering her voice.
She did.
She says it's her normal voice.
This is actually just my normal voice.
But the thing that drove me nuts was that it felt like a very clear indication that the American justice system is much more interested in protecting investors. And they were like, oh, God, yes, we cannot have this happen to our investors. They were lied to. And then, but I mean, thousands of patients used
Theranos.
This machine and made decisions about their health on it.
Oh, boy. I didn't even know that.
It was in Walgreens.
Wow. It was?
Yes.
Holy shit.
I think it's like over 100,000 people have used these machines.
Wow. Yeah, that's substantial. I wonder if there was just some kind of you signed away any and all legal rights when you used it. Like, hey, this is actually for entertainment purposes only.
I think the investigation from the get-go was I think it started with the SEC. Mm-hmm. So I think it was always much more interested in the way they were attracting investors and lying to people.
Naturally.
I also think that the trial just wasn't that focused on the patients. I mean, the patients were there, but there wasn't that much testimony from them.
Yeah. We love a good fraud, though. There's
we love a good fraud.
Every few years, there's a big fraud. There was another one a few years ago, I think a couple years ago now. There was a hydrogen truck company called Nikola.
I've never
because they couldn't obviously call themselves Tesla, and they were kind of borrowing some of Tesla's heat by calling themselves Nikola, which was headed by this scammer named Trevor Milton. Literally billions of dollars this guy made. Just, I mean, on paper. I know he did sell like $1 billion worth of stock, but it was a SPAC. So it was a company who's a special purpose acquisition company who bought Nikola and then thus taking Nikola public. And the stock went from like, I don't know, $10 to over $70.
Damn.
On all this hype that it was, these hydrogen trucks were a legitimate, viable competitor to Tesla, to electric trucks. Because the problem with electric trucks is you need a battery that's so big that it makes the truck too heavy. And it can't go, the distance is too short. Like you could only get 120 miles or whatever it was out of a battery. Mm-hmm. Whereas these hydrogen trucks could go, 1,000 miles per tank. And so obviously the problem is, okay, there's no infrastructure, but their whole PR campaign machine was predicated upon, we've got partnerships with, I think, Budweiser and like Freightliner. And
that's who you want to partner with when you're driving a big truck. You want to make sure you partner with a beer company.
Yeah, man. They got to haul that beer, man. They got to get that shit going. They got to get thirsty people their beer. So the whole thing was, okay, we've partnered with this truck company and a couple big names to build out an infrastructure, I believe in California or like the Southwest region, so that we can have a viable little self-sustaining network. But in the fine print was basically these companies were partnered with Nikola, but it was at no risk to them. They didn't put up any capital. It was just kind of like, yeah, sure, if you guys can figure it out, we'll make it work. Like, yeah, why not? And then the pinnacle of all this was Nikola put out a video of the truck in motion, quote unquote. It was like
it was driving?
Yes.
But it wasn't.
So the big thing that then was revealed, because they put out the video and it blew investors away. It was like, well, there it is. The truck is driving. It's in motion. It was in motion because it was rolling down a hill.
Wow.
Yes. That was the big reveal.
When did this happen? I've never even heard of this company.
This is 2020, I believe. I believe it happened just in 2020, yeah.
So what happened to the guy?
So, well, he resigned in disgrace and is like getting sued.
We love someone resigning in disgrace.
Oh yeah, and he was posting photos of him like vacationing in Barbados, or not Barbados, but like in the Caribbean.
Well, you got to take a victory lap.
Yeah, because he had just sold like $900 million worth of stock.
Jesus.
And meanwhile, yeah, then it came out that the truck was rolling and not actually being. It was in motion, but it wasn't under its own power. It didn't work. Astoundingly, the company is still around. It's still publicly traded, and I think it's got a valuation of like $1 or $2 billion. But
what? They're just still working on the hydrogen trucks?
I guess they still are. They do have. It is on paper scientifically somewhat still viable, but It's just.
Damn.
It was very entertaining.
I'd love to be in the meeting for the guy who was like, because they're like, we're fucked. We got to do a demonstration. And one guy was just like,
I got an idea.
What if we put it on a hill? And everyone was like, yes!
It worked, and it looked cool. And I even thought, damn, they really did it. Everybody was fooled. I'm just waiting for, did you just pull it up?
Oh, no way.
There it is. There it is, baby.
Yeah.
That's rolling down the hill. Look at it go.
It works.
It works. See, it goes. Oh, my God.
What we need to do is make every road in America downhill. This is how we solve the climate crisis.
That is a great idea. Okay, what was the headline there? Trevor Milton pleads guilty. I just want to...
Oh, so I guess he is going to
scroll down just a little. Trevor Milton pleads not guilty to 3 counts of fraud. Prosecutors say his vehicles were powered by wall sockets and towed into position. It's funny. Anyway, so
the truck still works. It's just got to be downhill.
Yeah. I mean, legally, what does a truck need to work? It needs to roll. It has wheels. It rolls.
They did their job.
They did their job. I'm still waiting. I think that one of these days the Tesla similar kind of level of. It's weird because it's known that there are certain.
Well, they're working on the freighter, right?
Yeah, they are. They're working on a lot of things.
The Cybertruck just disappeared. I don't care about
Boy, buddy, I know a lot of things disappear. On that note, we wanted to touch on a couple interesting things. The top gainers, the top stocks of 2021, and the top losers. Let's go over the gainers first, real fast. Number 1, I was gonna have you guess, but now since it's pulled up, we can do that. But AMC was the number 1 stock gainer of 2021 at a whopping 1,239.8%. Number 2 was GameStop.
So how are they measuring this? Is this like from
January 1st
to 12/31?
Yep, I believe
Christ,
so.
That's a hell of an investment.
I know.
For a fucking joke.
I know. I know. And GameStop came in at 706.5%.
Same fucking thing.
Car, which is
Avis.
Heartbreaking for me. Yeah, 445%. Upstart, which is it's like an AI loan thing where you can
they go off of like unconventional metrics.
Bullshit. It's all just the same shit that a bank does, but they just took out the middleman. 300%.
Oh, I do want to say one thing to anyone considering. I meant to say this. Anyone considering trying to use one of those loan companies like SoFi or something like that.
Sure.
Do not do that because sometimes you can get a lower interest rate. Those will become private student loans and be left out of any of the federal student loan cancellation that comes down the pike.
Okay.
And a lot of those people who've already transferred are going to be locked out.
Who have transferred to SoFi to consolidate. Gotcha. Well, there you have it, folks.
So be really careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Number 5, I don't know why this list is only 6. Okay, number 5 is Lucid, which is the Tesla luxury car.
Dude, I just saw a Lucid.
In person?
Well, I've been seeing them, but then I saw a Lucid.
TV commercial.
No. You know how they have all the Tesla stores?
Yeah.
I've seen, there's a Lucid one in the Westfield Mall.
Huh.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
I didn't think they were like at that.
You know what I want to get? I want to get one of the Ford F-150 electric trucks.
The Lightning?
Yes. That is when my Volvo dies and I go drive it out to the... You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get... So when my Volvo dies, my 1989 Volvo...
We'll have a funeral.
I want it to get 300,000 miles. If it doesn't get 300,000 miles, because it's got like 24,000 to go. If it doesn't get there and it dies, I'm going to get a Ford F-150 electric car, and using its tow package... I'm going to tow my Volvo out to the desert, and I'm going to blow it up.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
I like that.
I'm going to take the
Have
VIN,
you seen the
VIN number off the engine block, and so they can't trace it back to me.
Have you seen the concept Ford pickup truck?
No.
They basically took an old, it's like an old F-150 or a Ranger or something like that. Because the new trucks have gotten so big. I don't want a truck that big.
I don't like it either.
It's fucking gigantic. But they took one of these old ones from like the 50s or 60s and looks so cool.
Hell yeah. Can
and
we
they
see
electrified it. It's so sick. That's
Ford,
the one I would want.
What would you type in? Ford?
Oh yes, it's that. It's the all electric F-100. No, the one right to the left. That is it.
See, now this is such an obvious idea. Why the fuck aren't they doing that? Probably aerodynamics and materials. Like,
That's what they make. Some of these electric cars look so stupid.
I know. I think
and
they
I'm like,
did.
you could just make a cool looking electric car, right?
I think Mercury. There's if you Google like Mercury electric concept car.
Mercury.
Yeah, I think
don't they not even exist anymore?
I don't know, but there was one I saw on the internet. Fuck, damn it.
Nah, fuck.
There was some. It was some. It wasn't Mercury then. It was. Oh man, I don't know, but they made it was a sedan. It looked purple, and it looked like something out of Blade Runner, or like, it looked like a taxi cab in Tokyo. All the taxis in Tokyo are this certain kind of boxy looking sedan, and it looked like that, and it looked fucking killer. Anyway,
even when they just look normal, I've been seeing Polestars actually on the road, and they look normal, which is great.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, electric cars, they intentionally make them look like dumb little pieces of shit nerd cars.
And this might be an unpopular opinion.
You want to drive off the road.
But I do not want a huge sideways TV in my fucking car.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Like, it's fucking confusing.
God. That's what I love about my Volvo. It's all analog, baby. Right. It's all dials, physical dials.
Give me a little screen so I can see what I'm going to hit if I'm reversing.
Sure.
Give me a map.
My car is so fucked now that when I turn on the air conditioning and have the radio on at the same time, there's interference.
Yeah, there's a big
So
hum.
it just goes. And then when I turn off the air conditioning, it goes. And then I can hear the radio just fine. Hey gang, we want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, Wix. Take your business online with Wix, the leading website creation platform that's got all the tools you need to create, manage, and grow your brand.
Whether you're starting your online business or you've got a side hustle, you can design a site to showcase your brand that'll look great on any device. Join over 200 million people, including Carly Kloss, already using Wix's wide range of solutions to enhance their businesses.
Like ultra-smart SEO tools designed to get you found on search engines, faster loading times to create outstanding user experiences, and payment solutions to help you boost your revenue. Plus, with enterprise-grade security built into every site, you know you're in safe hands.
You can manage everything from one dashboard on desktop and mobile, so you can be available anywhere at any time. You never have to stop working. In the office, at home, or on the go. Want to get started?
Yes.
Head over to Wix.com and create your website today.
I will.
Great.
Okay, let's see. What were the losers? Wait, close your eyes, Emil. Close your eyes. I want you to guess, even though you're probably not going to guess any of them. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to give you a hint. Exercise.
I mean, I think I know because of what happened.
What is it?
Is it the Peloton?
It is Peloton.
That's the number one?
Yep. It was down 76.2%.
That one's cheap because it just happened and we talked about it.
Yeah. Okay, number two, you are not going to get. It is a Chinese company.
Alibaba.
No. It is, it's like, I believe it's like the Twitter of, it's like a social media company. It starts with a P.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not going to get it. Pinduoduo.
Would never get it.
PDD. That's, it was down 66.8%. You're not going to get these other ones.
Yeah.
BEKE, I don't know what the hell that is. Down 67%.
Oh, Alibaba is on there, though.
Alibaba is on there along with Teladoc.
Robinhood.
Coupang, which is, I believe, Coupang is a e-commerce one that's in Southeast Asia?
You know what you won't see on there?
What?
Pinterest, baby.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Robinhood's down big, almost halved, and I think it's down more to start the year.
Robinhood down bad.
We still got some time. Let's do Crypto Corner, baby. Beep, boop, beep. There was some big news in the dipshit, dumb fuck NFT
Well, we have something
sector.
to come clean about.
What?
We're the ape thieves.
Yeah, we're the ape thieves.
We did it. We thought you guys would think it was funny.
I took your stupid ape. I took it. I took the ape picture. I'm the guy who took the ape picture. Now I have the ape picture. Now I'm going to pay for my kid's college with the ape picture. Look at me. I got the one that's smoking a cigar and has a dumb fucking expression on its face. That's me. I took it.
Fucking Christ. What's the first, what? So some bona fide dipshit who spent, $400,000 on so this guy, here's his tweet. Been trying to put on a good face since I lost my ape, but I gotta be honest. This was my kid's college, my mortgage, Just absolute shit that some of you out there think it's okay that I got ripped off. Fuck you if you think theft is okay because I wasn't smart enough. And then this person.
Well, so just to explain real quick to anyone who doesn't know what's going on, there was basically a phishing scam, and like people were getting emails, and when
is that what happened?
When they well, honestly, there's a lot of things that were happening. People can lose them to scams. Also, I think there were accidental things that happened too, where sites like OpenSea and whatever other sites that sell NFTs were actually selling ones that had already sold by accident.
Okay.
So. But
man, decentralization really solves
I know,
this.
that's kind of the fucking...
Bitcoin would solve that.
There's like multiple ways to fucking get fucked. But I just wanted to explain. So there was a phishing scam and people are losing...
Their pictures of... Their monkey pictures.
They're losing these investments.
No, yeah, they're investments of monkey pictures.
Right. And so that's why this guy's fucking screaming. Honestly, my favorite reaction was someone responded to him and wrote, "Change your profile picture. You don't own that ape anymore."
That's great. That's great. This person's reaction was great. If you bet your kid's future on a picture of an ape, I not only will laugh at you when you lose it, I will also think you should lose custody of your kid. Because then this dumb schlub, I don't know the details of it, but he had to pay $38,000 to get the picture back. Oh, yeah, this guy, Ed Zitron, sums it up. The system works. He just had to pay $38,000 for the thing he previously owned that he gave away due to, quote, an issue with how his wallet interacted with the site. I mean, it all just makes my head hurt.
Seems like a solution was found that pleased everyone. Yes, I love when I pay $38,000 to get back my stuff.
Yeah, glad to see some form of self-regulation in this space. Okay, there's so
much. And now
much,
they're asking for regulation.
There's so much going on here. Okay, so just preemptively to the crypto guys, we get it. You won. You made a ton of money. I'm genuinely happy for you. But this NFT shit is nothing. It is so fucking asinine. If you say that you're in it for the art, you are so disingenuous because there's every day. There's thousands of these fucking things that come out. We're making 10,000 NFTs. There's no art to this. This is a dumb fucking cartoon monkey. It's a cartoon fucking monkey, and it is not worth $350,000. I don't care if Eminem bought one. I don't care if whoever the fuck else bought one and made it their profile picture. Oh, it gets you into a special club. Yeah, it gets you into a special club where you get to go, I don't know, to a fucking a restaurant or a bar where 100 other dipshits who spent.
You don't want to hang out with sweaty dudes?
I don't want to hang out with these sweaty idiots. Hey, show me your monkey. Oh, this is my monkey. This is my monkey. Well, you got the monkey with the laser eyes? Yeah, I got the monkey with the teeth. I got the monkey who wearing a tank top. I got the monkey who eating a banana.
Full disclaimer, Ben is a no-coin pussy. And
it's just, look.
I constantly waver on this. And it's annoying because right before this happened, I started playing around with, have you heard of that? I don't know if it's new, but it's a wallet and just app called Rainbow.me or something.
No.
I basically heard one of the founders talking about it. I think his name's Mike Demeray or something. And he made it sound very cool and how they're very focused on, the usability of the app. And one of his things was like, yes, this stuff is very confusing. One of the best things you can do is put in a little money and start playing with it. And I was kind of getting excited about it there. It is kind of, and then this fucking happened. And I was just like, also, this is just completely fucked. And I don't know if I want to be a part of this, but so it was shitty timing for me because I thought I was finally going to be a fucking NFT bro.
A millionaire?
Not a millionaire. That's the thing. I wasn't doing it for, I don't think it's worthwhile for me to like spend my time and money trying to get rich off of NFTs and stuff. But I do think, I've said it on the show before, I do think there's utility in some of these things. And so I was interested in that, but I feel so silly when these things start to happen.
Yeah, because these are nothing more than a money grab. Like, in my mind, the reason that these things cost so much is because the people who already had immense monetary success in crypto, like there's a guy who co-founded Ethereum, and he just bought a fucking, he bought like a toxic sludge ape or something for $3.5 million.
Well, see, that's worth it, Ben. You just don't understand why. Okay, so when you're talking about a toxic sludge, that's only going to grow, my man. When you're talking about a cartoon picture of like a
you
barrel,
own that picture.
That's a picture you own. No one else does.
And that gets you certain.
No, it is very silly.
It's fucking stupid. And well, so I just got to finish this. These people are, in a way, gatekeepers to this thing that that just through their own little community of the top 1% of crypto wealth is inflating in price and making the rest of us feel like, oh my God, I got to get one of these, just because they have so much money that of course that guy can throw away $3.5 million on a fucking JPEG. Like, let's not delude ourselves. Like that guy that I played, the Australian guy from a few weeks ago, who said, oh, I'm going crazy.
There's pictures of scissors.
There's a picture of scissors. And I'm about to spend 40 grand on this picture of fucking scissors. And I'm going fucking insane. Like, yeah, because it's 40 grand on a picture of scissors.
Yeah.
I don't give a The utility is there. I get it. I understand. But for right now, this being so early, this is nothing more than a money grab for these
You're right
unscrupulous individuals.
The exclusivity of it too. Do you know about the whitelists? It's like you can get on these whitelists and you get early access to things.
Sure.
And it's, and so it's these special people who get, I mean, we were talking about, we're complaining about the regular financial system and Nancy Pelosi getting early access to IPOs. I mean, they have whitelists for these things where you're often buying them at half the price. You're saving money on gas fees because, things shoot up as everyone's trying to run to get the same NFT on the release date. And then I think it was something like 76% of people who buy off of whitelists turn a profit on their things. And it's like, if you look at regular investors who are not using whitelists, it goes down to like 20%.
Yeah.
Turning a profit on these things.
And that's my fault. Like, I just can't.
That's your fault? You did the whitelists?
I don't have the emotional capital to spend on putting enough time and energy into these things that where other people not only have enough money to afford it, but they've got the time and the interest to like really dive into this shit. Because I've tried buying it. I bought a couple NFTs before and I fucking lost money on them. Because they had just as much hype. And I thought, okay, yeah, this must be a thing. There's so many of these fucking projects. There are a dime a dozen. So I just have given up on, okay, I really can't tell one apart from the other. Why is this pixelated picture of a dog taking a shit going to be successful while this one of a rat eating its own ass is
The rat's eating its own ass didn't take off?
Yeah, there's 10,000
I bought a bunch of. Well, can I say one thing that I've been thinking about with the Web3 thing?
Please.
So we're both around the same age. We had an experience where we kind of like, the internet kind of took off around us as we grew up, right? And when the whole push around getting on the internet was always, to me, and maybe I'm wrong, it was always this thing about connecting with people. It was always like connectivity. You can email, you can connect with anyone around the world. I remember, if you go back and watch Cable Guy, there's a point where he's on the big satellite and he's like, it's the future. It's the information superhighway. You can play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam. Yeah. You can talk to, it was this whole and as we got older, that's everything about it for me was connecting with people. It was AOL, sending emails to people. I spent all my time on AOL Instant Messenger, talking with my friends, chat rooms. People were starting blogs and talking about things. Web3 is so much. The whole point of it seems to be financialization of everything, right? The only thing they can seem to come up with anything is like...
You could turn that into an NFT.
Right. And even when I'm looking at like metaverse stuff, like that video just came out of the Walmart thing. I'm sure you saw it where there's...
Shopping in
Walmart. And
it looks like dog shit.
You guys can't come up... It looks horrible. It's like, oh, you can actually shop.
Yeah, you can... The thing that made the internet easy and convenient, we're now going to revert back to the actual inconvenience of shopping, but add like haptic sensors to it so you can actually feel the milk in your hand.
But it's just such an odd, every step of the, like up until this point that has happened very recently, every step of the way they were kind of selling me on this thing of connecting with people. Facebook, you can keep up with all your friends. Instagram, you can see what they're up to. But now they're just like, you can fucking buy weird shit. And it's just like, okay, I don't.
It's all a mistake.
Wait, I did want to. I don't know if you've seen this story, but I did want to tell you one funny NFT story. You might have seen it already.
Tell me.
It went a little.
This could be the last thing.
Yeah.
Tell
Do you
me.
know who Stepanka? Stepanka something.
Oh yeah,
She
no,
goes by
Stepanka. Yeah.
So she was a 90-day fiance person.
Her name is Stephanie, not Stepanka.
It's Stepanka.
It is?
Well, she said, yeah, I think she goes by Stephanie too. But okay, Stephanie Maddow. All right. So she was a 90-day fiance contestant, and then she started selling jars of her farts for $1,000 a pop. I think you paid her $1,000, and she would mail you a jar of her fart. But
I wonder if it holds.
well, apparently she was selling so many farts. She was making a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
But she was selling so many farts, and she had to keep farting. So she was eating these crazy, like she was eating like just black bean soup constantly. And
She's a tootie girl. Big old tootie girl.
so she was trying to make sure she could fill all these fart orders, and she thought she was having a heart attack. She presented with heart attack symptoms and went to the hospital. Turned out it was bad gas.
Oh,
and so they had to
my.
put her on gas suppressants, and that fucked her fart jar business, right?
Yeah.
But Stepanka is an enterprising young woman, and she is now selling fart jar NFTs, baby.
Oh, Christ. What? 5,000 fart jar. Oh, they're all.
Look at all these fart
man.
jars.
Look at, you got one with lipstick and you got one with sunglasses.
And I'll tell you what, they're not that pricey. Look at that, 0.05 ETH.
0.05 ETH. Oh,
I think that's
wow.
like, I don't know what the exchange
Awesome.
rate is right now, but it's probably like $150 or something.
Yeah.
And for the low price of $150, and you know that's going up, you can get one of these stinky bad boys.
Imagine the smell is the copy. That's the line on it. Imagine
the smell.
God damn.
Stepanka
This is what we get. This is what
it's
decentral-
$170 right now.
Fucking God damn.
Even
it.
it's already going up, baby. Invest. Quit being a no coin pussy like Ben.
Can't buy the actual fart in the jar? Well, neither can we because the lady thought she was having a heart attack. But now you can actually buy a cartoon fucking jar of a piece of a fart air, ass air in a jar, but a digital one. Only you own the unique digital signature. And you can, guess what? In the future, when you have your house in the metaverse, when you have your house and your crypto house in the crypto land, you can display this image, and people who come over to your crypto house will know that you are the one who owns this fucking dipshit crypto jar, right? And you can display it next to your $400,000 fucking cartoon monkey so that everybody knows that you're better than them and that you have more money to blow on stupid shit like this.
Whoa.
I hope all these people get robbed, and I hope they're...
I don't. I hope fucking
their
fart
accounts
jar.
get hacked.
I hope fart jar goes to the moon.
Oh,
it's a good investment. You used to have to pay $1,000 to even get a whiff of her fart.
Buddy.
Now it's $170 and you get a fucking fart jar.
Hey, Emil, this gives a whole new meaning to gas fees, doesn't it?
Oh, very good, Ben.
Oh, man. How long before Elon Musk co-ops this and says it's going to be the fucking currency of Mars or some
This
stupid
one's already
shit?
gone up to 0.1.
God damn, man. Oh, well, that one's rare because I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
I would buy a jar of Elon Musk's fart.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. I would never open it.
Oh, this one's 0.25 ETH because it's got a donut in it.
Holy shit, dude.
Fart
That's almost
jar.
$1,000 for a fucking fart jar.
We don't deserve... This is...
I didn't know it was this bad. I thought they were all about $170. Holy shit, that one's $1,700.
Oh, because it's got a dog in it, man. You know, I really... Oh, man. I really wish that they didn't shoot the Archduke Ferdinand.
It's crazy too, you know what? Because they just launched. When I found this, it was like yesterday or the day before when I found this story, and they were like literally just launched, so they're already going up. Good for her, man. I'm proud of her.
I want to drive my car. I want to drive my car into a wall after this.
Not me, baby. I'm going home and getting on OpenSea and getting some fart jars.
I don't even know. I don't want to talk anymore.
No.
I'm so pissed off.
Sorry, guys. I broke Ben with that story. I thought he was going to enjoy it.
I mean, good for her because honestly, there's a market out there. There's freaks out there who want to suck on a fart in a jar that got mailed to them. And can you imagine being, because, we've all been horny. We've all been horny.
Sure.
We've all been there. And you'll do some things when you're horny. You'll
like buy someone AirPods.
No, yeah. Yeah, you will. And then you know what happens? When you get that moment of clarity, you go, oh shit, I just spent a couple $100. Can you imagine the clarity that you get after you're just waiting for it? You're just, oh my god, I can't wait to get my hands on that fucking fart jar. I can't wait to open up that fart jar and smell that fart from that girl, that lady I spent $1,000 on. It's sexy because I gave her $1,000 and she done farted in a jar for me. And then you get your big heart on and you're waiting to just, you can't wait to get your hands on that jar, and you open it and you get just maybe the slightest hint of shit smell touches in your nostrils, and then afterward you're like, man, I gotta see somebody. I gotta get help because I just spent $1,000 on a jar of some woman's.
It probably happens much earlier. I imagine you're very horny. You order the thing and you're going, this is gonna be great, and you're like, you know what, I am horny, and so you take care of it, and then you have post-cum clarity and you go, geez, I have a fucking jar of farts coming.
Yeah. But then, you get the refractory period, and then you're like, hell yeah, I can't wait for that jar to get here.
I got to explain to my wife what this
these people don't have wives.
Is. I bet some of them
Actually,
do.
I bet a lot of them have wives.
All right, we got to go. This is getting too dark.
Man, okay. I gotta think about my life choices, because
we should start selling our farts.
Let us know in the comments if you'd
want
buy a
farts.
jar of farts. I'd probably find a way to mess up and like get broken glass in my ass, or
I just can't fart that much. That's the thing. Like, I don't want.
Buddy, I can.
I don't want to be like this girl, going to the hospital with gas pains.
She's going to Ralph's. She's using coupons to buy, double coupons to load up on beans.
Bean stew.
Checkout guy's like, the fuck's going on with this lady? Hey.
Are you the fart queen? Are you fucking fart?
Oh my god, no. Are you recognizing me, really?
Oh.
Go to my website if you want to fart. Cause
I did look at her socials a little bit, and there was some funny old ones where she was still selling them, and she was like, a lot of people want to mock me, but like, look at this beautiful home my farts have bought me.
I mean, seriously, I'm not hating on her. I'm hating on the NFT thing. The fart thing I think is remarkable, and I think she is in her power. What?
Look, she's earning a hefty $200,000 up to this date.
Yeah, well, yeah. So good for her. I mean,
God bless.
Listen, we all do it. She found a way to make money from it. Don't act like you don't fart and wouldn't fart in a jar.
Honestly, if you want to make fun of her, every time you fart, it's free, and everyone hates it. She farts, it's $1,000, and everyone loves it.
People pay her for it. All right. Well, go ahead and leave a comment and all that good stuff, and follow us on everything. You can follow us on everything.
Oh, but no, seriously, leave us a review on iTunes and Spotify.
Oh, yeah, please.
Please like the video. It does help. Comment. Share it with anyone you know who might enjoy
that's
it.
the other thing that I meant to bring up earlier with the guest. You know what, you guys? This is your fault. We need you. You need you to share the video with, 100 of your closest friends. That would actually help.
We are like we're like Dogecoin. The more people.
Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
Yeah, get it right.
The more people you get to buy into Trillionaire Mindset, the more you make
us
happy. Yes.
Yeah, and we like to be happy.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.